Welcome back to Dune 2. Now, you have to excuse me, I'm in the middle of something. The previous heavy vehicle factory blew up, and the one before that blew up as well. Everybody's a bit mad at me. Cyril, yeah, you want a new... I gotta build a new one. Hold on. Now, build a new heavy vehicle factory. Yeah, over there. Yeah, that'll do. Good.
Construction complete.
Bit of sanity returning. I mean, these people are getting a bit upset by the amount of heavy vehicle factories I keep blowing up. What is that, Cyril? You're not so pleased with what I've done and you want me to go talk to the people at the new heavy vehicle factory to tell them everything will be fine. Well, I'd better do that then. Bear with me, this will all be over soon, we'll be in the game in no time. Now guys, I know that the last 2 heavy vehicle factories blew up and that you are working in a heavy vehicle factory. But have no fear, I've got everything under control. I did everything I could to make sure we've got better defenses. There's extra turrets, there's extra units. I'm constantly monitoring the perimeter. I mean, the only possible thing that could go wrong here is that if some sneaky Ordos missile launcher suddenly showed up from the east. But other than that, we're perfectly safe. There's nothing...
Enemy units
Would you
approaching.
shut up? I'm busy. We're perfectly safe. There's nothing going to happen. Everything is fine.
Enemy units approaching.
Enemy... I don't have time for that. Like I said, fine. No problem. Oh no. They're going to be really upset about this one. That's the 3rd heavy vehicle factory that got blown up. I mean, that's not good. I'm going to go back to headquarters now and smooth things over with Cyril and the rest of the guys. And after that, we're going to get started with the 8th mission of the campaign, see how we do. I have a hunch that we may see some buildings getting blown up, and they may not be of the enemies, but we'll see how that ends up going. I hope you enjoy it, so let's get started. So here we are again with Dune 2. Now, this is the mission where it all starts going to hell and back. This is where it gets really difficult. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Everything that... No, I meant you to move, not attack. Oh dear. Everything that you thought you knew about Dune 2, Dune 2, it's not true. Seriously, this is not going to be a nice ride. And I'm fully serious. I've already tried this, you see, and I lost. I lost so hard. Yeah, it's true. I might show a little reel of that later on at the end of the episode, but I lost so badly that the only solution I see right now is to have a slightly lower than normal game speed, because I tried 2 times and I just couldn't react in time. Things happened so fast, and that normally doesn't happen. So it may have to do with the setup of this emulated Amiga, which is running in the just-in-time mode, which makes the CPU really fast. And therefore the fastest setting may not be optimal. So apologies for the slightly lower game speed, but I don't think I can finish this mission without it.
Construction complete.
That said, we will continue, and we will continue trying until we succeed. Now, why is this mission so difficult? That's a very good question, and I can give you the answer. This mission is so difficult because of the availability of the palaces. The enemies, and there are 2 here, so that's plural. The enemies both have a palace,
Construction
and
complete.
the most dangerous one of those is the Harkonnen Palace. And the Harkonnen Palace, well, it basically has a nuke attached to it that you can launch at your enemies. And they do, because they really are into that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah,
Acknowledged.
that nuke hits an area about yay big. So it can destroy quite a few things. Which means that it's important that you build your base in such a way that not every structure is in the same, is connected. Because otherwise the damage would be ridiculous. Now there's one good part. And that good part is, for all its heavy damage, the missile is fairly inaccurate. Which means, well, that often misses. And the other good part is that if you spread your base out,
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
the enemy missile
sir.
tends to be targeted
Acknowledged. Yes,
poorly, because it really would
Acknowledged.
like to hit
Yes, sir.
your
Construction
Acknowledged.
heavy factory and your construction yard, but it obviously can't do both at the same time, so it doesn't. Yeah, that's that's logic for you.
Construction complete.
And then it starts looking for other targets, and sometimes it just shoots straight at your
Construction complete.
what do you call them, at your units instead. We're gonna see what happens.
Construction complete.
I'm not really 100% confident, to be absolutely honest, but yeah, I'm not gonna give up, obviously.
Yes, sir.
We will get through this mission, even if we do have to play it at a lower speed. Now, why did I move
Yes,
my
sir.
launchers
Yes, sir.
away?
Yes, sir.
They're very powerful, right? Well, in the last 2 attempts at defending my base, the launchers did so much damage to my own base that they basically were responsible for me losing the game. So yeah, I figured it might be better for us to avoid that bit of the destruction and keep these launchers here where they can't actually hit anything. Which is a problem because I already am fairly low on units, and then I moved 2 of them away. Yeah, it's no good. But like I said, I'm not going to give up. We're going to get through this,
Complete.
or it'll be the last thing that I do. No, don't do that. I thought you needed to be right. I thought something else was going on.
Construction complete.
Now, this is where we will build our heavy vehicle factory, which is required quickly,
Construction
so that we can make sure that we have an MCV just in case we do lose our construction
Yes,
yard.
sir.
It's important we do this, because otherwise it's just us, well, essentially saying, let's see if we feel lucky about this whole thing.
Acknowledged.
Also, the area here has worms, and that is not useful either. You know, I might actually build a third harvesting, spice harvesting operation. Over here would be useful. But I'm afraid that that will be in the path of the Ordos, because I already know from the 2 previous playthroughs that the Ordos are roughly over there. He says, pointing at basically the entire eastern part of the map. But it's true. They seem to be occupying that region. And as such, you know, I think we may be able to do this
Construction
anyway.
complete.
It's gonna be expensive, and I don't actually have any money. So we're gonna build a trail of these, right?
Construction complete.
If this doesn't work, I'm going to start building walls to stop them from getting where they go.
Complete.
We will get into a successful situation one way
Construction
or the other. And I'm not joking, it is gonna happen.
Construction complete.
So there's that, and we will keep building. After
sir.
we set
Construction
our harvester to
acknowledged.
continue. Alright.
Construction.
Place it. And
Construction.
place it. Come on. This is the downside of this slower pace that I've elected to go for.
Yes, sir.
Everything is at a slower pace.
Construction complete.
But I'm not joking around. This is a necessity. I think that even what I'm doing now is kind of a necessity. How are you doing? Can I build the MCV yet? Yes, I can.
Construction complete.
Good. Keep going up. We're trying to avoid attracting the Ordos, really,
Construction complete.
by going up as high as I can.
Construction complete.
I think this will do. This is probably high enough. You are both deployed. Good.
Construction complete.
Upgrade
Yes,
this. You can move, well, over here, really. Here will
Acknowledged.
do. And then you can go here. And here. So 2 here, then another harvesting operation here.
Construction complete.
Might feel like a little overkill, but it
Yes,
really
sir.
isn't.
Acknowledged.
We're completely out of cash all the time. And we are out of cash to build anything that we need. We need units and we need them quickly. We're already taking more time than I want.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if this time I can avoid blowing all our harvesters up. Well, blowing all them up is the wrong word. It's more like getting them eaten by worms. In such quick succession that there was nothing I could do to recover anymore. It's especially that bit which is annoying. And I've tried to not overly abuse the AI,
Construction complete.
right? But it's tempting. It's tempting to say, let's build a bunch of walls to keep them out of a specific area. Resume. And upgrade this. Can now build these, but we need an upgrade for these. The upgrade will cost 300, so get on with that. We need it. Siege tanks are our next objective, really.
Yes, sir.
You go harvest over here
Acknowledged.
immediately. Are you going to make it in time? No, you're not.
Yes, sir.
That's not good.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
I'm even trying to avoid getting to the same point as
Construction
before with the
complete.
worms. Now there's another one of those. Now build a siege tank, please. And with a little bit of luck, and we'll see how much of it is a little bit, but with a little bit of luck, this new layout will mean that I now have the right layout, found the right layout to prevent. Where are
Yes,
you?
sir.
You're over here. Go harvest
Acknowledged.
this. To prevent the enemy from blowing up the base in one go.
Construction
Come on,
complete.
build a new one.
Yes, sir.
You. What I'm doing here is a double-edged
Acknowledged.
sword, by the way, because I am now building. I'm running the game at a slower rate because the fastest
Yes,
rate
sir.
seems to be,
Acknowledged.
well, confusing the emulator. I'm not sure. I may have accidentally changed them because,
Acknowledged.
as I pointed out before, a lot of what happens in Dune 2 is based on the CPU speed. Yeah, and if you put the emulator in the JIT mode, the CPU speed changes, and I may or may not have had it at the JIT mode before. I can't remember, because it's
Yes,
been,
sir.
what, 6 months now?
Acknowledged.
I do apologize for that, but the whole YouTubing was a bit outside of my zone of interest for a while. And yeah, recently I found that I still have the bug, so to speak, and decided to start again, which is why you're seeing this video. I'm pretty convinced that I will eventually manage to complete the game. This is the idea. But only if I can manage to play it in such a way that I don't die. And again, I'm rather surprised at how hard it got all of a sudden. It's not that I expect this mission to be easy, but it kind of felt like everything was running way too fast for me to actually be able to respond to it. And that would fit with me setting up the... oh, you're done. The emulator incorrectly. So you go and... guard over here. Now you, meanwhile, you can harvest in this area as well. This area over here.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Didn't I tell you to do something? Come on, go. Why are you not moving? This is not complicated. You go here and then you go here.
Yes, sir.
And you go over here. And we'll build another one. Last time round, it was not good. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like it's slightly better. But again, I don't actually know how much better or worse it is. I only know what happened last time round, and it wasn't pretty. Speaking of things that are not pretty, our base is not done yet. We need so many more buildings, and we don't really have a good location for them yet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build another part of the base up here, which does mean that this is in a terrible place. It's so annoying. I could put them over here. Wait, I can put this here and then build out here. That should probably work. Was I still building one of these? I was still building one of these. Okay. I don't have any harvesters stuck. Okay, I've got more units than I've ever had at this stage in the mission. So that's good. But this is I think the third time I started this now. So I'm being a touch on the careful side with regards to how I feel about my accomplishments. Because, well, if you lose one time, that could be a fluke. If you lose 2 times, it's starting to get a little bit more questionable regarding the flukeness of the loss, right? Are you harvesting? You're harvesting. Good. Now then. Where did I just...
Enemy unit approaching.
This means that we will probably see a missile launch pretty soon. Repair. Commodore unit destroyed. That's good. Missile approaching. And it immediately took out my... Yeah, this is what I was expecting. So, although this is incredibly bad, it's not as bad as it could have been because, well, I knew this was gonna happen. So, we've got this here MCV, which we will now move here-ish, deploy, and then we go and build another MCV. Isn't that fun? Actually, it isn't, but it's the only thing I can do at this point in the game. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Move there, and when you're over there, deploy. Build this.
Construction complete.
Come on. Didn't you say that you were complete? And build this. That means that you get to move over here again, which is good. You, on the other hand, get to go over here next to all the other places that are filled with us trying to... Where is my third harvester? I've got 2 over here. Where's the third one? Don't tell me I've misplaced a harvester already. Ah, look. Lots of units. Look at what it does. It just completely bypass. Would you please start shooting stuff? Thank you. Oh, wait. I see what the problem is. We lost one of our... We need this, though.
Enemy units
There.
approaching.
Enemy unit approaching. Be that as it may. Come on. There's a lot of units now here now. You move over here. You move over
Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
here. You move over here. You, meanwhile, can move over here. You get to be moved here. Now can we build the House of EX? No, we can't. Oh no. Or do we need to upgrade stuff? Resume. Upgrade this thing, would you? Come on. Upgrade it. Repair. Repair.
Yes, sir.
You attack this first. You move. No, don't. Cancel. Attack this. You attack this. That should do wonders. So, meanwhile, I think that what we need is... would you please hurry up? Thank you. Build a missile launcher, would you? It's pretty obvious that we... Wow, there's a lot of units here. Repair this. Upgrade. No, don't. Oh, you can upgrade that now. Yeah. And we're also out of spice. That's not good. Place it here. We're out of energy for wind. Trap turbine thing, which is no good. Which means we need... Oh my lord. We need another wind trap. This is insane. I don't think I've done anything. Go attack this. Go attack this. You move here. And there goes my radar outpost, because of course. I mean, it's not like it's not difficult already, so why don't we make it even more difficult? This is no good. I didn't want to do that. I forgot that cancel is not cancel. Cancel of today isn't cancel of then. Oh, dearie me. You please harvest something. Is there any spice left? Yes, there is. Go over there. Harvest that spice. You repair this. Please hurry up. And then build one of those.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, you can move here. You can move here. You can place this here and then build one of these. And as we are currently swimming in money, we can't upgrade it anymore. Why not? Oh dear.
Yes, sir.
You need to go here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
As for you, you need to go there. You need to be placed here. Now I can see what the hell is going on again. You are out of spice. You are out of spice too. Lovely. that means that
Yes.
if we do this,
Yes, sir.
and then
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes,
that was
sir.
not good. This,
Yes, sir.
repair this. Now, can we upgrade again? No, we can't. I don't know where
Yes, sir.
to harvest over here then. Okay, the problem is I'm not sure what to build in what order to get ahead. I think that what we need is probably a starport then, because I've built pretty much everything else. So I'll try for that. This is not going anywhere as smoothly as I had hoped.
Enemy unit approaching.
Yeah. Enemy unit approaching indeed. Order unit destroyed, and we are out of money. This is terrible. You,
Yes, sir.
no, move so that you don't hit my wind trap.
Yes,
And
sir.
you also move so you don't hit my wind trap. Look, move! This is not complicated.
Complete.
This is not complicated. I need some good news here. Right. So, we may or may not just have survived the first bit. But boy, oh boy, is this going well. Now we're ready for that. Now, with this done, can we build something additional that we didn't have before? We can now finally build the House of EX, which we need desperately, because the House of EX will give us access to all the cool toys. But do we have the time to actually build it? And where do I build it, right? If I build it over here, that's bad. If I build it over here, that becomes another target. If I build it over here, the Ordos will... Oh dear. Right. Well, we've got little choice.
Construction complete.
Go here then. You harvest. What are you doing over there? Oh no.
Yes, sir.
Don't do that. Return. Return home. Did we build that? Yes, we did. Gosh, this is not going anywhere near near well. Move here and then attack that. I think I don't know if we're gonna make this. This is a terribly complicated battle for some reason. Repair. We need another one of these as well. Quite obviously.
Yes, sir.
We need you to harvest at the top end of this.
Yes, sir.
And you to move down here. To give us some small... Oh dear.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
And what we now need is another winter. But we now can also build the palace. Not that we can ever afford it. Atreides unit deployed. Well, that's something, I suppose. And the only problem is there's nothing that we have here that is in any way going to help us in the short term.
Yes,
Oh well,
sir.
there is some more money coming in, and we desperately need more money. But the problem is, anytime now there will be another bomb. See how difficult this mission is compared to the last ones? I'm constantly putting out fires. And then there's a little moment of, oh, it's okay, followed by,
Construction complete.
no, 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 it really isn't. Let's see, there are no obvious locations for spice. Do we now get the sonic tank for free? We get the sonic tank, so that is good news. And it actually really is good news. Yes, it is. Now then,
Yes, sir.
we need...
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
I know what we need. We need a palace. It's going to be ridiculously expensive.
Construction complete.
And I don't know if it's going to rescue us, but it's the only thing I can think of that will give us a bunch of new units for effectively no cost.
Yes, sir.
You, meanwhile, head over
Acknowledged.
here.
Yes,
Enemy unit approaching.
Ah, yes. We
Acknowledged.
got some extra units.
yes, sir.
Why the hell did you give
Yes,
me...
sir. Acknowledged.
I'm very sorry.
Yes, sir.
Why are you giving me this? Now
Acknowledged.
you are over here, right? Yes, you're following me around, which is excellent
sir.
news. Now, what was blown up? Now that could have been a lot worse. And I'm 100% serious in that.
Yes, sir.
And it is.
Acknowledged.
Go, go. Oh, too late. Do we still have a harvester? We still have a harvester. We still... Oh yes, of course, the worm is still out there eating stuff.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if we can't... Ah, that's where the Harkonnen live. Well, that's both good and bad.
Yes, sir.
Could you please attack this for a sec? Thank you. Now we get our palace. And the palace gives me Fremen. Not that I can actually see what they're doing, but Fremen attack for free. As long as we can keep them alive, which we most likely can't, but as long as we can keep them alive, we get free scouts, and free units every now and then. Oh, come on, please, please, please hurry up.
Yes, sir.
I shouldn't have done it in this order. Oh my lord, I don't have any money. We're very close to losing, you know? And I am
Enemy unit approaching.
100% serious here. We could lose this any moment. If this thing goes, we're dead. I'm so tempted to pull it back in and buy a new harvester. Did you just eat something good for me? Or did you eat more of my units? I can't tell. Well, I can tell. It didn't say that the...
Yes, sir.
It didn't say that the Atreides units were destroyed.
Yes, sir.
So, that's that. But, there is a crucial problem here. I'm out of money. I didn't even notice this. I don't have any money. And there is no more spice here. 90%. Come on. Little harvester. Come on. 98. Go back. Go back and get us what we so desperately need. Oh dear. This is no good. Yes. Finally.
Construction complete.
We've got a little bit of money. And you know what we're going to do with that little bit of money? We're going to buy a spice harvester. even though I don't know where we're gonna harvest. It's the only thing we've got left. We need to find more money quickly, and I don't have it here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
Yes,
say,
sir.
you, yes you,
Construction complete.
please go look over here to see if there is any
Yes, sir.
spice
Acknowledged.
anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Because I know where there's spice.
Acknowledged.
There's a lot of spice here, in range of the Harkonnen turrets. That is never going to be something we can actually get.
Yes, sir.
So there's no spice here.
Acknowledged.
Oh dear. If we can't find spice, we have a whole new kind of problem. No spice also means game over.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
And I'm
Acknowledged.
not even joking. I mean, we can keep pressing the Fremen button, but the Fremen are not going to win us the war. They're
Yes,
barely
sir.
able to win us
Acknowledged.
even one even a small victory.
Acknowledged.
The Atreides Palace is woefully underpowered compared to the other two.
Acknowledged.
Harkonnen Death Hand missile is scarily effective when it hits. It doesn't always hit,
Acknowledged.
but it does on occasion hit. And when it does, you're in massive trouble.
Enemy unit approaching.
Let us at least get visibility back, while I consider if we can still get back from this and what I can do differently. Because there's just not that much money around. There's so little spice. So little.
Construction complete.
I mean, look at this. We don't
Yes, sir.
have spice.
Acknowledged.
It's that simple. No spice, no money,
Yes, sir.
no money, no
Acknowledged.
victory, no nothing. There is spice over here.
Acknowledged.
I don't really... Where is the worm sign? Where? Where is it? I don't see it. Well, that's
Yes, sir.
dangerous. Okay, we're gonna harvest over here.
Acknowledged.
I don't see any other choice.
Yes,
That's
sir.
also okay. You can go harvest over here.
Acknowledged.
Now, if we see what we've got here, it must have eaten a non-Atreides unit. I don't know what the cooldown on these things is, by the way. But if we see what we got here, it's pretty clear that we've got lots of space here, right?
Construction.
And we're going to be using every single bit of it. We're going to make a repair building next. Yeah, I know.
Construction complete.
It has had to have eaten something that isn't us. Because... what is it eating? Where is it? Did it just... oh, no! Did it just, without any statement, eat both our harvesters? It didn't even say Atreides unit destroyed. Come off it. Thank you, game. Thank you for not warning me what's going on.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we've got one harvester. We have the other one over here then? No, we didn't. It must have been eaten.
Acknowledged.
Well, that means that we're delayed again. And in this game, delay means death.
Construction complete.
Well,
Yes,
that's
sir.
a bit negative. But in reality, what we have here is we have a race against the clock. So where are the Fremen now? Oh, they're over there. They're going to go and explore. The good part about the Fremen is, of course, they're free scouts. They do find you new stuff, and they do shoot at every enemy they come across. So that's the good news. The not so good news is that they're not really all that effective. It's yeah. So this episode so far has been
Yes, sir.
has been different than I expected. It's been much harder than I had hoped.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
everything
Yes,
we've
sir.
got is either damaged or close to being
Yes,
damaged.
sir.
Do we have an MCV still? We do still have an MCV, so that is good news. Now come on, Fremen. Do something useful. Show off that you are the dudes.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, you get to be over there,
sir.
and you get to be over
Acknowledged.
here. Because it's obvious that we need something.
Enemy unit approaching.
Hello. Look at how quickly the Fremen actually die. You wonder if this has been play tested when you look at it like this. You see how quickly these Fremen get eaten alive? Where is that Devastator going?
Yes, sir.
No! No! Return! Now! Go, 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 go! No, we're gonna die. It's all terrible. Then we got it. We got it home. Oh my lord, we got it home. That is so much more luck than anything else. I don't even care what else is going on right now. Come on, come on, come on. We need a wind trap. I don't care. It's fine. You go, move here. Get yourself healed up. I can't see what's going on and where. Where is the fighting? Where? No!
Acknowledged.
Repair it quickly!
Yes, sir.
And get them, you Saudacar bastards!
Acknowledged.
Oh my lord, this is anything but easy, is it? Let's see, you are now doing 93. We can finally see some stuff again. This entire...
Yes, sir.
Did you just... I did get it repaired, so that is at least... There's that.
Yes, sir.
Attack.
Yes,
You.
sir.
Attack. Repair. Repair. And while we're at it, start building up the counterattack. I'm not sure I dare say this for real, but this has been a massive, massive effort, and it seems
Yes, sir.
perhaps, maybe, just maybe, we might be able to get this to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Might. Might. At least blow up the Devastator, would you? Did you get it fixed?
Yes,
You got
sir.
that fixed. Well, that is good.
Yes, sir.
As for you, you can go over here. And they didn't manage to blow up.
Yes, sir.
Look at what that does, that missile. There goes yet another bit of my base. This is one giant mess. Okay? The entire thing here is one giant mess. We've got one refinery left.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you know, guys, though I have no idea if we're going to win this, I am going to end the episode here. This has been very different for me than most, and you can probably hear it in the way I've been commenting. It's been really difficult, much more difficult than any mission we've done so far. And what doesn't help is that I have had to get back into Dune at the same time as we were. I told you to return. Hello? Go!
Acknowledged.
Return. Oh, you can't return.
Acknowledged.
Right. Part of the reason... Let's move you up anyway. Part of the reason it has been so ridiculously difficult is, of course,
Acknowledged.
that little nuisance known as me having to get back into the game after a very long absence. So maybe the next time we'll do better. But for now, I'm very happy to have started recording again, even though this has been much harder than I had hoped for. And I hope that you've enjoyed watching this, and if you did, subscribe and or leave a comment or two. Let's see where we can get this, if I can get this finished later.
Yes, sir.
So I thank you for watching, and with that, for now, I say goodbye.